I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Newton's Bills going up against Breeze's Seahawks. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night between the Buffalo Bills and the Seattle Seahawks. Carry here for Charles Sims. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And now this offensive unit, we get a look at their starters. They put up good numbers last week, looking to carry that forward.
Yeah, Brandon, they saw the numbers from last week. They expect to at least replicate them. They think that they can put up bigger numbers this week. They are a confident bunch.
Off play action. Newton. He's got time. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. A big play here for the Bills. 59 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Now Sims. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And a look at Seattle's defense.
The competition to go to the Pro Bowl at safety is fierce in the NFL. But Rashad Jones makes his case year in and year out as one who should go.
To throw is Newton. This will be caught at about the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective. His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is 3rd and goal. Now Newton on 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. On to try the field goal now, Phil Dawson. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Dawson's kick is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
Breeze now on first down. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Play action. Breeze. He goes underneath for Anderson. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Here's the former Bronco. It's C.J. Anderson with his first carry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
Completes it to Fitzgerald. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Robert Quinn in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. On 4th down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away. Returnable now for Allen. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Here's Newton. A dump down to Turbin. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 9 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play. But if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. Halfback sent in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. He's got Cruz complete. He will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
1 receiver left, that's Allen. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Tyrann Mathieu knocks that one away. And when I'm evaluating guys in the game today, who has the best instincts, I'm not sure I put anyone ahead of him.
Really? You
Yeah.
put him up near the top?
I really do. The way that he plays, he almost doesn't have a position anymore. I don't care whether he's a safety, a corner, a nickel, a linebacker.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some...
Now Breeze lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And Brian Hartline brings it in. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Breeze now on first down. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. Fitzgerald's got it right side. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it third down. So completion on second down, that brings up third. Breeze looking to throw on into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go. One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
He finds Roberts complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
One receiver left, that's Allen. Back to the air, Newton on second down. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Keenan Allen with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bills will extend their lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Second down following the run. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, Anderson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Nine yards to go. It's 3rd down. A give right side to force that. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Colton Schmidt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled, and while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. On 2nd and 10, Newton. A dump down to Turbin. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And he got it done in the passing game on that play. It was almost like a run because he caught it right around the line of scrimmage. Either way, he got a big chunk of yards after making the catch.
On 1st and 10, Newton connects it to Roberts, right side. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a 2nd down. To the air again, Newton. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Robert Turbin out of the backfield. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
Tough spot for the offense, 3rd and 8. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And incomplete here on 3rd down. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Brad Wing, a third-year man out of LSU, on to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. Pulled in at the 24. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They come out here in the I. They start the drive with Anderson. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning. So maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. They run it again with Anderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They run again on first down. Anderson. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Second down, 8.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report. Here's Larry Ridley. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. Following the penalty, Anderson. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Three yards left to grab here on 3rd down. They come out here in the I. 3rd down now. It's C.J. Anderson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And maybe some indecision on what to do, and they're going to get a delay. Here's Colton Schmidt now as he's on to punt for Seattle. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you. I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Here's Newton. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's brought down after a good gain. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Going deep here for Allen. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Now it's Newton. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Newton. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. Here's Brad Wing now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Here we go.
Toss play. This is Anderson. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this 3rd down play.
Yeah, they're going dime. And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back him up halfway. And following that penalty, the offense really backed up now on 3rd down.
4 down.
Following the penalty, it's Forsett. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Defense does their job here, and now for the punter and the special teams unit, a nightmare. You're snapping from your own 1-yard line.
And that job they did, no leverage for the offense. They got underneath, held their ground, so now they're trying to punt it away. If you're the punter, what's the first thing? Don't step out the back of the end zone because then you give up a safety.
Yeah, you got to remember to catch the football first, though.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That does come into play, doesn't it?
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And he did get it back, I do think, yes. So no turnover on the punt, and it'll be a first down.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. He's going to air one out. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Three yards remaining here on second down.
Watch left. Tight, watch left. Ready. 3
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down. We got to stand up. Here we go. We're waiting. Baby, get on your feet.
They pitch it out to Anderson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9.
Tight. 3 down. Ready. We're waiting. Watch 9.
They run with Anderson. He's been the bell cow tonight. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there. Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on 3rd down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. They'll give it to Forsett, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Here's Colton Schmidt now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Here's Allen. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And the drive begins here with Sims. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. They fake the give. Newton. And McDonald here over the middle. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
They'll run here with Sims. Penalty marker is down here. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On the run, it's Robert Turbin. And he won't go down. And he's brought down. That one goes for 16 yards and sets him up 1st and goal.
And sometimes when you're watching a game, you can actually see drills in effect during a ball game. And what I saw there was what running backs call the gauntlet drill, where they have to go through a series of defenders. We're going to hit them, poke at the football, make them bounce, spin, dig for extra yardage, the whole deal. And we saw it there. His running backs coach, he's got to be awfully proud of that run.
Here's Sims on the run. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now you got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Second down following the run. In the backfield is Anderson. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Third and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here's Breeze to throw. Here's Hartline over the middle with it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Breeze now on 1st down. He goes underneath for Anderson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. A nice gain of 21 yards. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because you're not...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tahir Whitehead coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah,
and pressure coming, and they got him once again. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Here we go. Kill. Turn up. Ready. You waiting? Go left. Double up. Here we go. Check 99. Check 99. Ready.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And this one complete to Martellus Bennett. And he's brought down after a good game. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Ready. Let's go. Tight dog.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Seattle.